And that's the number. Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, I guess, for those in Australia. Welcome to our Tuesday Opportunity Zoom. Super excited to be with you here today. Tomorrow morning, I am leaving bright and early for Barcelona for the Spain event this weekend in Barcelona. Super excited about that as well. And I also want to let you know this coming Friday, our Fireside Chat has got a very special guest. We have got Civile, Triple Diamond in the company, will be on that Fireside Chat sharing some very exciting tips on how to overcome objections and how to get a positive decision. And so the one thing I know is he is always prepared. He's always prepared and delivers a tremendous message and content. So make sure that you tune in to that on Friday, Fireside Chat. But anyway, we're here tonight to talk about what I believe to be the most exciting and compelling opportunity in the world today, and that is Valentus. We're going to go into kind of a 5-point presentation to give you an overview about what Valentus is all about, who we are, what we have to offer, and such. But before we jump into that, I just want to take a moment and I want to give you a little bit of history or background on myself. I have been involved now in this industry of network marketing, the home-based business industry, for 33 years. And I came to the industry like most. I had no experience. I was a blue-collar worker, high school education, actually have a learning disability, have dyslexia, still struggle with it today. Back then really affected my self-esteem, my self-confidence. I was very shy, very introverted. And so, if you're asking yourself, can I do this? Can this really work for me? I'm here living proof that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your age, what your education, what your finances, where you live, what you do. The only thing that matters is, number one, you recognize what is happening right now with Valentus, number one. And number two is you take action on it. And so for me, I saw the industry 33 years ago. I didn't, like I said, understand it. I saw an opportunity to make a few $100 extra a month just selling a product, letting people know a product existed on a part-time basis. And that's the other thing that's so exciting about what we do is you can do this, part-time without giving the security up of your full-time job. You can learn as you earn, so to speak. And for me, it took about 6 months for me to transition into this on a full-time basis. That number for me was $3,000 a month is where I needed to be to do this on a full-time basis. And what happens as you build a team of people loving and consuming the products and sharing that with others is it continues to grow and compound. It wasn't long, 3 turned into $5,000 a month, 5 turned into $10,000 a month. And, here now over the 33 years, it's turned into $28 million in earnings. And I share that not to impress you, more just to press upon you what is possible, right? I entered with not even in my wildest imagination having the level of success or income that I've been able to have, but just to make a few $100 extra. And so, it can happen. I've witnessed it. I've experienced it. I've seen it happen to so many people, and it can happen to you too. So what I want to do is I want to take and share my screen and give you a bit of an overview of what this is all about. And so the first thing I think we need to, ask ourselves is, are people interested? Are people looking for what it is that we offer? So what do we offer? We offer an opportunity for people to make extra money. Again, part-time, without giving the security up of their full-time job, learn as they earn. And I believe today, with what's happened in the world, what's happening in the world, with gas prices, inflation, there is a major need for people to make extra money. And what are they going to do? Get a second job, maybe a third job, try to get extra hours in, and literally have no time to live at that point, or even for that matter, enjoy life. And this is nice because you can learn as you earn. You can do it part-time, do it from your home. You can do it while you're stuck on the interstate, whatever. It's a very, very flexible business. Better health. I think everybody is interested in better health. I love the saying, when people say, well, I can't afford supplements or whatever. I mean, if you can't afford wellness, how are you ever going to afford sickness? And when you can stay healthy, keep your immune system strong, keep your body strong, it's not just a better way to live, but it's a healthier way to live. And time freedom. That's exciting too, because most people in this world exchange their time for a paycheck. And when they stop working, they stop getting that paycheck. And what's interesting about this method or this concept is by introducing the products to others that are using and consuming, right? And then finding people that are also promoting like you can actually end up removing yourself from the day-to-day activity it takes to generate an income. Do something once and yet get paid again and again and again, month over month, year over year off of what you did a long time ago. And so building that residual income, very exciting. And the bottom line is, guys, I don't mean to beat it to death, but there's a lot of pain and suffering out there right now. A lot of people in panic and turmoil. They don't know what to do, where to turn. They're waiting for something to give them some hope, to give them an opportunity that can, help their situation. I absolutely believe we have that. Now, what makes this all possible is this industry of network marketing and the home-based business, direct sales industry. It's a phenomenal industry. It's been around for 80 plus years. It does nearly $200 billion. Products, goods, and services are marketed this way. And folks, that's all it is. It's another method of distribution. And to better understand that, I'm just going to make a quick comparison to what we know, right? Traditional distribution, paying actors and athletes and high budget advertising campaigns, which incidentally make up about 50% of a cost of a product, is advertising, right? Paying these athletes and these actors and these athletes and these high budget advertising campaigns to get you to pick it off the shelf, right? Even in influencers, right? They're paying millions of dollars. Well, what's interesting about what we do is we take that 50% and we pay you, right? Real people having real results, sharing your excitement, sharing your results with others, and you can build a very nice and exciting business out of that. Now, what I've learned in 3 years is all of these companies, right, enter opportunities are made up of the 5 critical elements, right? Company, product, compensation, timing, and training and support. And, I know people don't understand this type of a business, or maybe they know someone who's been involved and didn't have success. Maybe they've been involved and haven't had success. And yes, it could be greatly due to someone not applying themselves. But in more cases than not, it's because something was missing. See, folks, if 2 or 3 of these critical elements are missing, it doesn't matter how good you are, how hard you work. Despite your best efforts, you're going to struggle. But what's all of them come together. That's where the magic happens. The fortunes are made. That's where I believe we are right now with Valentus. Now, we've got our start, a little bit about our company, July of 2014. So we're coming up now on, 8 years old in July. And we're, 100% debt-free, based out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And, we've done about $250 million, a little over actually, $1 billion in sales. That's exciting over 8 years, but what's more exciting is not what we've done, but what we're going to do over the course of the next, not 8 years, but the next 18 to 24 months. I think we could double that number with what I see happening right now. And of course, the 6th element. What is that? It's the culture. It's the energy. It's the vibe. And it spawns directly from our founders, our CEO, Dave Jordan, and his wife, Joyce. I'm just going to mute this here again. I hear some people there, so let me just do that. Okay. Sorry for the interruption there, guys. Okay, so one of our main product focus, help in the area of weight management, weight control. And this is something I know a bit about because I've struggled with my weight my entire adult life. And when I say that, I've tried everything. I've done the meal replacements. I've done the shakes. I've done the prescription drugs. I've done acupressure, hypno. I've done it all. And one word sums it up, and that is miserable, right? The reason why most every diet fails is no one can do it long term, right? They're miserable. But imagine this. Imagine you could manage, control, and even lose weight doing something that you enjoy, that you already are doing. Folks, for 80% of the population, what that is drinking coffee, right? 80% of the population drinks coffee every single day. They love it. They drink it every day. They're going to drink it every day for the rest of their life. Now imagine that very same thing helping you manage, control, and even lose weight. Folks, that's incredible. We've got our soul side here in the United States, excuse me, in the Philippines, brand new VIP coffee. In Europe, Europa Joe, phenomenal blends of coffee. We have other products that can aid in weight management. You know, our thermal perks can enhance those products, the appetite control, the thermogenic effect. If you're not a coffee drinker, we've got cocoa, we've got tropical blast, kind of tastes like a pina colada. If you want to, go down the keto path, we've even got a keto creamer to help you with that. Carb blocker, 24/7 carb blocker. So phenomenal products, but the coffee is the centerpiece. We have some detox products, also can aid in weight loss. Some enzyme type products, some colon cleanse, things of that nature. We've got some other health and beauty products, from collagen to skincare, even a CBD product. So a lot of different products. I can't get into them all. I do want to talk about this one though, which is Emulin. Emulin was actually brought to us. There's M and C. It was brought to us by a guy by the name of Dr. Joseph Aarons. He's a 2-time Nobel Prize nominee for his work. And what this product does is it helps the way your products process or the way your body handles the carbohydrates and sugars. And this product actually has a clinical study and published in a peer medical journal documenting what in fact it'll do. But again, I can't talk about all of this stuff. It would take us too long. You can do that on your own. Whatever interests you, go to valentusproducts.com. About 30 products there you can study and research and try. We hope try. Timing, another critical element. I mean, if you look at anyone who has ever made a lot of money, timing had something to do with it. And what's interesting right now is, what's going on in the world, the timing of that and offering people a better way, an opportunity to make extra money without giving up the security of their full-time job, the timing of the wellness industry, what's happening there, and the timing of our company, right? I mean, to get involved in something before the whole world has heard about it and be part of helping the world learn about it, folks, from a number standpoint, I've studied this stuff, right? Every company tells you the timing's perfect, but I can tell you I've studied it. It's very, very predictable, right? When a company hits about 2 million, and few companies get there, but when a company hits about 2 million a month in sales, that triggers momentum. And what causes that is there's enough people using the products. There's enough product success. There's enough evidence that it's no longer, this is what we're going to do. It's starting to happen. And so easier to believe and get others to believe. And then as it grows, it can hit that $10 million mark. And that's where the masses are pouring in. That's an unbelievable place to be. But where the real money is made is in that sweet spot, right? Between that 2 and 10 million to get your base built. So when it hits that critical mass window, you're not by yourself, but you got a team of people to capitalize that can magnify and multiply, your efforts and your results and what can happen with a team versus by yourself. And so where are we? North America, Europe, Asia, just getting started. I mean, we're right there. We're right in that sweet spot, ready to take full advantage of this opportunity from a timing standpoint. Now, compensation, again, I touched on it. There is about 50% of the product that instead of going to the actors and the athletes and the high budget advertising campaigns, that's what's going to you and I, real people with real results spread out over 7 profit centers. We have a great, customer program, which is a main backbone of our company. People just want to use our products, not involve themselves in the business, but just use our products. And if you're that introducer, you can make up to 40% depending on the pack every single month in and month out of their consumption. If you buy a business pack, it can actually increase that because you're now selling out of your inventory, bought it for less. You can make it up to over 50%. We have the fast start bonus. This is when others say, hey, I want to do this with you. A one-time bonus, depending on their pack, up to $200. And we have a legacy code. That's kind of the leverage part of our plan. When others start bringing people in, you can leverage their efforts and make up to $100 on your legacy team on every business and career pack. The dual team commissions, that's the kind of the monthly consumption, that residual, a matching check, getting paid off of helping others be successful there. The global bonus, car bonus, again, money in here for everyone. So the question people have is, can I really do this? And folks, you've really learned everything you need to know in kindergarten. It's called show and tell, right? We tell stories about our company, about our products, about what's happened to us and what's happened to others. Okay. And think of it this way. Have you ever, gone to a good movie, right? Ate at a great restaurant and told somebody about it? I bet every one of you would say yes to that. And then the next question, do you think your excitement towards that movie or restaurant has ever influenced someone else to want to go see the movie or eat at the restaurant? Absolutely. Folks, that's all we do here is if you can get excited about what it is I'm sharing with you, then share that with excitement with someone else. Because we have all these tools, from the 6-day experience to all these things on our app, putting the business right in the palm of your hands, where you can share videos on the comp plan or answer product questions or, help them jump on a Zoom like we have here today, all through your app. Your job, not explaining the entire movie or the restaurant experience. You just tell them how great it was and they need to experience it. Let the app, let the tools tell the story and do the work for you. Now, before I jump into what it takes to get started, I want to just take a moment, and I'm going to stop sharing here for a moment. And I want to take and let you hear from a few people what they're experiencing, because, I always believe documentation beats conversation. And so first off, we're going to go to Phoenix and Dwayne Johnson. And I know you've had phenomenal results with the products as well. But Dwayne, if you could come off of mute and share with us a little bit of why you're excited about what it is that we're doing here. And Dwayne, over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, John. And I really am excited about the products. I mean, my wife brought home initially a tub of coffee and said, you need to try this. I mean, in the past, I've always taken coffee. I've taken energy pills, energy drinks, everything to keep my energy up to where I need to be when I'm dragging during the day. So I was completely open to trying a coffee that was healthier and hopefully it didn't make me crash like most coffees do. So I started out basically 3 phases of my started out with Valentus. And I should say one thing: these health claims I'm making are my health claims. They're not intended to make any other claims except for what they've done for me personally. But I started drinking the coffee, and I noticed initially that I kept even keel for myself. It was about 4 to 6 hours. I just felt good. My mind felt good. I didn't feel spiked. I didn't feel down. It lasted about 4 to 6 hours. And I also was fascinated about how it could crush your cravings. And so I really was interested in that. So the first phase of my experience, I got that from the coffee right away. The next thing, I went to a meeting that John was putting on live, and I saw John, and he gave a presentation, and he talked about things that really struck me. And one was what he just talked about tonight, was how the weight management programs are extremely complicated. They're extremely costly, and I've done them. I've worked out in the gym. I've done everything. And ultimately I was probably, in fact, let me just back up. I went to my doctor, I get checkups, and he looked at me and he goes, Dwayne, you're not really overweight, but you're basically about 35 pounds overweight. You're pre-diabetic. You need to change something. And his solution was, like most of them, eat better and do all this and reduce your carbs, all of that. Well, that made sense. However, how practical is it? I mean, it's good for a while, but then it's tough. It's really tough to keep. So when I heard this about John and the coffee, I thought, man, I could do that. I could start drinking coffee, and it's natural. There's no toxins in it. There's all this stuff that's good for you. And then at his meeting, he started talking about Emulin, and I'm like, Emulin. So then I started researching Emulin with Dr. Joe Aarons and understood what a carb, the sugar chaperone will do, and how your carbohydrates can process through your body much more effectively and efficiently, and it'll help with inflammation loss, and ultimately weight loss because your food's processing better. So along with that, I had some really bad joint discomfort in my shoulder and my hip. I couldn't walk up steps properly. Don't know what it's for, just because I'm getting older, and my hip started to hurt. And I couldn't walk up steps, and I couldn't work out like I used to because my shoulder hurt. I was starting to do a bench press, and sharp discomfort would be going through my. And I went to therapists. I went to sports management people to work on that, and they did a good job, but it didn't really last. So I was really intrigued by this Emulin product. So I started taking Emulin, twice a day, 4 times a day, and ultimately, over time, my pain's gone, my hips pain's gone. I feel incredible walking around and lifting. I can go do push-ups, go to the gym, do whatever I want to do. So next phase was gut health. I had a trainer in the past that talked about how important your gut health is. So when enzymes were introduced and I started taking those, I got much more confident in what I eat, because I know if I took an enzyme before I ate, and even if I'm eating some heavy stuff, one during the meal, it just processed everything down. So ultimately, over this whole time, I've lost 30 pounds. I'm down to my high school weight, basically, and I feel great. I'm 56 years old, and I feel incredible. My body's in good shape, and I have a process that I do with my supplements every day. And like John said, you're either going to pay for supplements now and invest in your health now, or you're going to do it later in sickness. And so I'm fired up about these products, and they've done wonders to make me feel great. And yeah, I'm good with them. I love them.
Well, Dwayne, fantastic. When you talked about your doctor telling you, you just need to eat right and exercise, and I mean, it makes sense, no doubt. That's not a news flash, but try doing it, right? And that's what the coffee does. It helps. It helps give you, by helping that appetite, and that's what it does. It gives you the ability to still enjoy, but not, feel that urge to stuff yourself. And so it's phenomenal. And I had the same experience with you. I mean, I got 2 bad shoulders, and the Emulin I believe it's the Emulin. Again, we can't make any health claims. So, I got no evidence other than the fact that I've taken it, and, I'm no longer getting shots every 90 days. I literally couldn't even pull the covers over myself at one point. So, that's exciting. Anyway, thank you. Well, let's go to, we're going to go to, I think it's Virginia, and Mark Jackson. Mark, if you could jump on here, and somebody just came to my door while you talk, I'm going to go check on that. So I'll be right back. Mark Jackson.
Thanks, John. Appreciate that. The dog got excited, right? But listen, I loved hearing Dwayne talk about the products and everything, and I've gotten incredible results from the products. Also, I'd like to share a little bit from the business side, why I'm so excited, and those of you that are listening, why you should be excited. Like John says, you need to get excited about the opportunity that we're a part of. I was actually doing some personal growth, guys, a few weeks ago, and I came across these things that, the guy was sharing 4 things that we need to look at when you follow somebody, or if you follow a company or join a company. And I just wanted to share them with you because I had these aha moment light bulbs that popped off. And I felt really good about where we are right now. So we're truly in a special place, guys. But the first thing that I learned is they said, who's driving the company, right? And you heard John talk about Dave Jordan and so forth. And guys, there's nobody more tenacious. And I just thought about, after meeting Dave and seeing how focused he is, and no matter what happens, he's determined. Like he said, he wants to have Valentus on his tombstone. So I know that we've got the right driver. And then he talked about what's fueling the company. And I say there's about 3 things fueling the company. One thing is the products, and not just all of them, but I like to call them the products of significance, because I know Dwayne talked about Emulin. That's a product of significance. The Soulside coffee, the VIP coffee, the Relief, those are products of significance. So once again, I felt real good about what's fueling the company, the leadership that's totally focused on getting us where we need to be. They're not going to quit. They're not going to give up. So that's the fuel. And then he says courage. And we've all heard about, it takes money to make money. Wrong. It takes courage to make money. Okay. And one thing Dave Jordan has, and one thing John Haremza has, and all these leaders I'm seeing on here, guys, we got courage, right? We're what was that thing you say, John? You're not going to find you at the bottom of the mountain. You're going to, go to the top, or you're going to be dead at the bottom, right? I mean, we got courage, and there's so many of us. We're just locking arms and making this happen. And then the fourth thing was the future. Where's the future of the company? And, right now, John said we're about a little over $250 million in sales. I really believe, guys, that within the next 24 to 36 months, we're going to be at $500 million. I truly believe that, because the future is so bright with everything that we got in place. I believe that from the bottom of my heart. That's why I'm not going nowhere. That's why Rap Shell's not going nowhere. Carrefour is not going nowhere. Real's not going anywhere. Guys, we're totally excited about this. So that's the business side, John. I just wanted to share that because I want everybody to feel really good, because you are truly in a special place right now.
Well, Mark, thank you so much. Every time you talk, you just have such incredible content and wisdom and knowledge coming out. So appreciate that very much. Thank you for that. So guys, what I want to do is I want to go back and share my screen. And, for those of you that are saying, well, what do I need to do here to get started? There's a $20 membership fee, right? And then you just want to try some products. And so you can stick your toe in the water and get one box, one of our products, $59, which is actually there. You're paying the highest price. You can get a little better value, maybe try a couple of our products for $160. The advanced pack, a little better price again. But if you're looking to do it from a business standpoint, right? What our goal is to put the biggest paycheck possible into your hands as fast as possible. And the best way to do that is to get started with a business pack or a career pack. And there's really 5 reasons for that. The number one reason, like I tell people, it sets an example, right? I mean, people do what you do, not what you say. It's so hard to get people to do something you haven't actually done yourself. So setting that example gives you some products to sample, to sell, to use, of course. It's a better value. As I said, the 1 unit order, $59, that's the higher price. If you're going to do the business, right? If you're going to talk to people and you can get it for $39, or you can get it for $36 and get a better value, it's simply going to make more money, right? In addition to setting that example and having that workable inventory. Demonstrates commitment, maximizes the earnings. With a business pack, you automatically get locked in at the Ruby level, which there are benefits to that. One is you go from 5% on the residual side of the business, the dual team part of it, to all the way to 20%. As long as you maintain your monthly order, you're actually going to maintain, you're locked in at that 20% level. So that's kind of exciting. Legacy qualified, you have to start this way to get that extra $100 legacy bonus. And you get a 4 or 5 level matching check. Now, what is the difference? With the business pack, it's a 4 level. With the career pack, jumps to 5 level on the matching check. So, so the next question is do you want to do this? And, as I look at this, this is a fun business, and you can lose some weight, improve your overall health and well-being, make some additional money. That's kind of what I believe to be the worst case scenario. But what has really driven me in my life are the what ifs in life. Some people are, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does? What if you could have some fun, lose some weight, make a little extra money? That's kind of the worst case scenario, right? But what if it really turned into something? What if it, became a serious part-time income, or maybe even a full-time, or that serious 6-figure career income? The ability to work from home, right? Kind of what I think own your life, in the sense that you're not, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, right? Because you have a whole team of people there to support and help you. The personal development, tax advantages, just that alone would be a reason to look at this. Recognition. Folks, so many people live in what I term as a someday world. And what I mean by that is they see something like this and they say, someday I really want to do that. I want to do it this fall. The summer's coming up. I want to wait till the summer's over. And then, oh my God, the kids are back in school. I want to wait till school kind of gets going. And gosh, it's coming up on the holidays. I'll do it then. And it's just, everybody, I mean, whatever it is, I want to get out of this job that I hate, or I want to, lose that weight, or I want to save for retirement, or get out of debt. Everything is keep kicking the can down the road. And if you don't believe me, think back 5 years. I mean, what were you going to do 5 years ago that you still haven't done? Right. And the sad fact is let's look ahead, because it'll be a snap of a finger and we're going to be 5 years down the road. The question is, will have anything changed? That is where I believe we can come in with Valentus, is change the course of the next 5 years of your life. But folks, it's not someday, it is today, right? Procrastination is the thief of success. The one thing about people that are having success is they don't wait for everything to be perfect. They see something and they take action at right where it's at, right? Right where they're at, right where it's at, and they start learning as they're learning, right? And make it happen. So get back with the person, put you on the phone, get your questions answered. And, we hope to work with you. We hope to get a chance to help you and see how exciting this is, and that what we're experiencing can happen to you too. So with that, everybody have a great day. Get back with the person who put you on the call, and we'll see you again next week. Bye now.